What is going on out there, peeps? Let's get this Iraqi Dinar update, all right? So this is from this morning, but let me just tell you something, man. Dude, talk about a busy news day. Busy news day. So I was watching this report on gold and silver, and they're getting ready. There's no doubt that a reset's coming. I don't know how to explain this to people. There definitely seems to be a global currency reset. Now, the problem is I had to fish through a lot of different news. Some of it was BS, in my opinion. I might be wrong, but it just seemed like BS. And then some of it seemed real legit. So, very interesting. I did pump out a video on the Zim dollar, by the way, because the Zim dollar rate did come out. That's right, it did. So, you got to go watch the video to hear about it. And so, very exciting. So, we know that Vietnam's rate is slowly changing. But that not enough to really write home to mom about, but it's going. And after that, we remember this morning I reported that Iraq, on the heels of the IFEX, a lock during the IFEX said, look, the first thing they got to do is make sure that there is reform within the CBI bank regarding the stabilization of finance as well as their currency. Okay. And then he said, that's before we could go international. Okay. This morning, the article comes out and says he is proud to say and make an announcement that they have reformed and they are stable. The price is stable. The economy is stable. There is reform and the banking is stable. I was like, that's not quite what you said, my friend, but it's great news. Great news. So these are some huge steps. Our boy Al-Kademi here seems to be doing all the right moves. And I'm not talking Tom Cruise. Yeah, that's right. I'm really aging myself. Quick reminder, everybody, we have Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's a Facebook group with the same name as the YouTube channel. In here, we talk about the Iraqi Dinar, the Vietnam Dong, as well as them dollars, gold and silver, cryptocurrencies. It is free to join. I will leave a link in the description, so come join us. I have a second group called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes that deals with today's current events as well as things you would consider a conspiracy. See, I did a video on the Zim dollar and it talks about what the new rate is. So go there and find out. It's free to join. The links are in the description. I do have a YouTube channel called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes as well. There will be a link for that inside the description if you want to come and join. So let's get into what happened in the afternoon because there are some late articles coming in. Al-Kademi directs the implementation of the demands of peaceful demonstrations according to available capabilities. The Council of Ministries held its regular session today, Tuesday, headed by the Prime Minister, Al-Kademi, and issued several new decisions, including the adoption of a half-year degree, a final degree of success. For a second, I thought it was decree, but no, it's degree. Of success in general exams for the third intermediate class students for the academic year, while Al-Kademi directed the implementation of the demands for peaceful demonstrators in accordance with the capabilities available. So what they're dealing with is the Aruna. So there's a lot of schools that are just pushing their students forward. This seems to be the same thing. And the statement Al-Kademi's office received a copy, or the news received a copy of it. The Prime Minister pointed out to the challenges facing the country in light of the Rona pandemic and the efforts made by the government to surround the disease risk and reduce as much as possible the incidence of this disease and provide all support to health institutions and medical staffs. Okay, as usual, I read it like I see it, and I realize that they didn't translate it perfectly. Al-Kademi calling, according to the statement, citizens to adhere to the decision of the Supreme Committee for Health and Safety and applications of prevention rules to preserve their safety and health and security for society. Basically, it's the same thing here. Look, we know the runners out there. Use your damn common sense. And just be careful. That's what it comes down to. Okay? The meeting also discussed the situation of the electric power as Al-Kademi directed the Ministry of Electricity to mobilize efforts and work around the clock to provide the best equipment for citizens during the summer and to expedite the treatment of problems that arise in the electrical system. Now, I hear that GE did talk about during this IFEX, that they had somewhere around the neighborhood of, I think it was 70% or 72% of the electric grid completed. This is working with Siemens. Remember, Siemens started last year sometime, and they were already there for X amount of years already. So they seem to be well on their way, and it's just about there. This is going to be big for helping them get ready to do infrastructure. The more electricity, the better. Of course, you also want some air conditioning because you don't want to be out in the damn desert where it's 700 degrees and you're dropping dead of heat fatigue. Parliamentary Finance announced entering Iraq in the stage of guaranteeing the rights of generations. Now, I like the sound of that, and I think it is what I think it is, but we'll find out. So, the Financial Management Law, number 6 of 2019, which entered into force this year, obligates the government to place 1% of its revenue for selling crude oil in sovereign investment funds, noting that it is a law binding on all incoming governments, starting with the government of the current Prime Minister Kademi. I like that. I like that idea. You know what I mean? That you just start investing your money. You know what I mean? It should be untouchable. Social Security was supposed to be untouchable. We even passed laws saying you couldn't touch it. And then the Bush family got in there, and right behind them, Obama, they raided and raped that fund. And now it's just about bankrupt. But this is what they're going to be, taking 1% of the oil revenues and putting it in a fund. Excuse me. Putting it in a fund to guarantee that future generations will be taken care of monetarily, most likely in case of an emergency. In my opinion, every country should do that, to be quite honest with you. An untouchable fund. Only in a times like we're doing now, quarantine, you're able to touch your money. Iraq officially discloses the date for al-Kadhimi's visit to Washington. This is big, man. I don't know why. Call me crazy. It's just a vibe that I have. I don't know how to explain it. But something tells me this visit is going to be the big visit. I think we're going to see some great things. So, Foreign Minister Hussein said in a press statement reported by the news that Prime Minister al-Kadhimi will visit Washington next month to complete the strategic dialogue between Iraq and America. It is hoped that the Prime Minister Kadhimi will head to the United States of America at the head of a high-level ministerial delegation to resume the second round of Iraq-American negotiations that started its first round in the 11th of this month. So that's only next month, and next month's only about a week or two away. So here's the thing. The fact that the Prime Minister himself is coming into Washington is great news. You know what I mean? I have a feeling between now and before the visit, you're going to see that the issues and problems that needed to be settled between Kurdistan and Iraq will be done, finalized, and agreed upon. I feel very good about that. We're also going to see the other laws passed. When they get over to Washington, if they keep Washington happy and Mike Pompeo comes out, hopefully Trump himself gets into this meeting. And what we find out is they're very happy about the progress that's been made. And we reinstore the sovereignty of Iraq and remove all restrictions off their currency and allow them to then trade on the Forex, just like we see Zimbabwe today do. It changed the rate. It'll change the rate of an Iraqi Dinar if it gets on the Forex. So there has been a lot of really positive and good news, a lot of good positive vibes. I like what's going on. I'm, excited about it. Kurdistan region delegation no longer asks Baghdad about the application of Article 140. So we know what 140 is. It's the agreement between Kurdistan and the oil and the money situation. So, affirmed that Kurdistan delegation that came to the capital, Baghdad, no longer asks about the implementation of Article 140. The number of Kurdistan delegations increased recently as a result of the increase in the number of problems between Erbil and Baghdad and the solutions that were put forward in time, and it ended with the end of the Prime Minister's session. Since 2013, we are suffering from financial problems, and the employees in the region are not receiving their salaries correctly, just as the employees of Baghdad and province are receiving. So, again, if you're going to work and you're doing your job, you expect to get your damn money. You know what I mean? So this needs to get fixed. If they're having problems with getting money to pay them, or the money they have isn't enough, maybe they should increase the damn rate. This way, then, they won't have to give them so many dollars. The purchasing power of their currency would change, meaning they won't have to give so much. Okay, so look, we know these problems have to get fixed. We know that Article 140, they're supposed to pay in exchange for the oil. Okay, he pointed out the will of the region's government today towards resolving the differences for the federal government once and for all. And we touch Al-Kadhimi's chest in understanding the problem of the regions. Recalling, previously we were asking about the applications of 140, and today we're asking for the dues of the employees in Kurdistan, and the budget for the same problems has not changed. There is no clear will to resolve it. Well, that's not good, because we know Blastheart saying that these things need to be ironed out, and I'm hoping that this will happen. But I do have a feeling it will be resolved by the time they before they get over here to talk to the United States. As a matter of fact, I feel more confident about that than ever before. So any and all issues that need to be resolved between Kurdistan and Iraq will be resolved before they get here. The UN will be happy. We'll get a good report, and this is all going to happen in the next couple of months. Nobody can deny that. Definitely this year, 2020, I've never seen it so close before. Now, again, I don't want to pump up too many hopiums, but hearing what Alok had to say in the meeting, and then turn around and say this morning is big news. All right, you guys, so things are looking good still, man. I'm really happy. The good news just continues to roll. All right, you guys, so hey, if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please hit the subscription button, because it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And remember, it was Kim Clement that said, once I hit 20,000, a rate change will happen. I love it. All right, you guys, I appreciate all your time, and you have a great one. I'll talk to you later.